What is up, my butter biscuits? In today's video, it's going to be a little different type of video. I keep on telling myself that I'm going to talk more about like celebrities because I really do, like, y'all, with all of my friends and family, we literally sit there and talk about celebrities. But I just always felt, and I've said this time and time again on my channel, I've always felt like on my channel I need to talk about beauty related stuff. And I'm like, ugh, why do I put myself in such a box? I can talk about whatever I want to, and then I never do. I feel like it's very rare. But I really wanted to talk about this because I'm so curious to get your guys' opinions about this. I'm sure, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears are feuding, which kind of sucks because I feel like during the time Britney Spears was going through her conservatorship or coming towards the end of her conservatorship, Christina Aguilera actually made a statement about her, like speaking positively of her, you know, and wishing her well and all that good stuff. And I'm kind of like, oh, I wonder what's going wrong. I honestly do wonder if Britney Spears is like being, you know, mistaken right now. Maybe she's being misunderstood. I don't really know. So I'm kind of like curious to know your guys' thoughts and opinions about it so you guys can let me know. Because honestly, Lord knows I have made my fair share of comments that like they come out of my mouth, or not even my mouth, but even when I'm texting or something, and I'm like, wait, like I didn't mean it like that. I don't know if you guys have ever, you know, done that. I don't know if Britney's doing that. I don't know. You guys have to let me know. I looked at her post and I was like, if I was Christina, I would take that wrong too. I really would. We're going to go into the full post and read it all for you guys today so that way you guys can let me know because I'm really curious. Before we get into that though, oh my gosh, I keep on forgetting to talk to you guys about this Ordinary Lash Serum. Okay. Do you guys remember just like a month ago or so, I was like, oh my gosh, like this product right here is amazing. Within 1 week, I noticed like a huge difference, like honestly. And then maybe about like, I was using it for like 10 days straight. No, longer than 10 days. So I guess maybe like 2 weeks. And I was like, oh my God, it's really working. Well, I was gone for Orlando for 5 days. Well, technically, I guess six, you know, for the days of travel and whatnot. So I was gone 6 days total. I didn't use it for like probably 7 days. Please tell me why I started getting like a bald spot in my lashes here. And then I started getting a bald spot in this brow and a bald spot right here in this brow. And I was like, what's going on? Like, what's going on here? So I started like Googling it, and like I have like read before and I've seen before that people say when you are using like a lash growth serum or a brow growth serum, if you don't keep on using it, then you are going to like, you know, not see those results. But I didn't know it was gonna fall out. Do you know what I mean? I was like, wait, what? Like, I literally had a gap here. It's starting to like grow back, but I don't know if you guys can like see on camera. I had a full on gap right there. You guys can't see in my brows because they're filled in right now, but I had two big old gaps in my brows, and I'm like, I understand if it stops like giving you results as far as growth, but I didn't think it was gonna go bald. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna be honest with you guys now. I'm a little bit scared of this product. I 100% did notice differences within it within 2 weeks, but like, is that a normal thing? I've honestly never really used like Latisse or like a lash and brow serum before, and now I'm a little bit nervous because everyone and their mom has always told me about the Grande lash and brow serum, and I really wanted to try that out, and now I'm a little skeptical to use it because this, I was like, oh my God, I love it, and it's only $14. And then as soon as I stop using it, I go bald. I'm like, I wasn't bald before. You know what I mean? Like, I could understand if it's not making the length and the, you know, volume anymore. I get that, but I didn't think I was gonna go bald. Do you know what I mean? Am I the only one that has experienced that? Is that something that's normal? Can you guys please let me know if the Grande or Grande lash, I don't know how it's pronounced, does that? Because I really wanted to pick that up around like, you know, Christmas time. I want to treat myself to it because it is a little bit expensive, but now I'm skeptical because I'm like, am I gonna use it, love the results, and then not use it for a week and then go bald? Because that's kind of scary to me. Like, I understand not continuing up the results, but don't make me bald, especially when I wasn't bald in those places before. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. So please let me know about that. Anyways, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. So please give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Let's go to get into it. All right, y'all. So this is the post right here that Britney Spears posted just last night. And this is what the actual post says. I found there was only one way to look thin. Hang out with fat people. Well, y'all, I don't have. Oh, now Genevieve, she's like so skinny. Genevieve's like my only skinny friend. I literally have never had skinny friends. So I'm kind of like, we've always been like the big bunch. You know what I mean? But I could definitely understand if there was some thin people that wanted to hang out with us that would look really slim around us. You get it? But like, I'm kind of like, wait, well, like, why does she need to post that? You know what I mean? Anyway, so this is what she said in her caption. I wish I could have chosen the nannies for my children, dot, 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 my dancers, dot, dot, dot. I mean, if I had Christina Aguilera's dancers, I would have looked extremely small. I mean, why not talk about it? Don't you think my confidence would have been a bit better if I could choose where I lived, ate, whom I called on the phone, dated, and who was on stage with me? It's hard sometimes now. I see how much of my womanhood was stripped away at the time, and every person sat back and didn't say a thing. Anyways, I will be here talking about things people never talked about. So if I'm being quite honest with you guys, like I know, like I'm just keeping it real. Britney Spears is a little bit kind of like all over the place, and I feel like obviously after what she went through, she's a little out there. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of like look at this and I feel like this post is all over the place. Like, why do you need to bring up Christina Aguilera? Why do you need to post this specifically where it says I found there was only one way to look thin, hang out with fat people, and then you're mentioning Christina Aguilera, like look, like I mentioned in the intro, I totally get it. Like, Lord knows I have said some things before. I've typed some things before that I'm like, wait, no, I didn't mean it like that. Like, why'd it come out like that? But this just obviously seems really targeted. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I definitely could see why Christina Aguilera unfollowed her. So, like, it just kind of like makes sense. Actually, too, I saw this on Popgrave, so I was like, let me go over to Christina Aguilera's page because she was following her before, and she definitely did unfollow her. I saw that for myself, and I'm like, honestly, I kind of get it. Like, I'm like, that's a little messed up. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna take it like say for example if it was directed to me, I wouldn't take it to her too much because like I said, I know that Britney Spears has been through so much, and I kind of don't think that she realizes some of the things that she says, and honestly some of the things that she does is just kind of outlandish. Like I was watching this video before and I was like, what, where she was just going off about like all of her clothes being in order. She's like, the greens with the greens, the florals with the florals, the purples with the purples. I was like, whoa, you know, like I'm not making fun of her. Like I know she's been through a lot, but it was just kind of like, okay, she's, you know, she's a little loopy. Let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, I don't know if she necessarily meant it in that way. You know what I mean? That's why I say it's literally up into like your guys' interpretation. I really wonder what you feel about it. All I'm saying is I could understand if I was Christina Aguilera. I could understand how that'd be a little hurtful. So, anyways, this is what she had posted after this. She posted a picture of these fairies right here, and she said, by no means was I being critical of Christina's beautiful body. It is what it is. I flew to see her show once, and the main thing I noticed was the difference of our people on stage. By no means did I even mention Christina. Look at my post. You guys saw there, like, I'm a little bit confused. She said, by no means did I even mention Christina. Look at my post. I was inspired by her show, and she is a beautiful woman of power. I'm a little bit confused because see, this is what I'm saying. I'm like, there's so many people defending Britney, and I'm like, if y'all know anything about me, Britney Spears was my first concert. Literally, still have all of her merch from that concert. I love Britney, so don't come at me sideways. I'm just keeping it real. What is she saying that she didn't mention Christina? She said she literally right here, and it's still up there. I mean, if I had Christina Aguilera's dancers, I would have looked extremely small. Like I'm like, okay. And then I don't know, I get the whole thing, you know, as far as she's saying like I didn't mention Christina as in, oh, if I had Christina Aguilera on stage, because what she's referring to is if she had thicker dancers then she would have looked slimmer. Do you know what I mean? But it's just kind of like, okay, like it just comes across super wrong. And on top of that too, I'm sure Christina has developed such a like deep friendship and like, you know, obviously like a familyhood with her backup dancers. So it's kind of a little bit hurtful either which way. Do you know what I mean? Because imagine those backup dancers. So obviously Christina would feel some type of way. So obviously she did mention Christina. She didn't need to mention anybody by name. She could have just said, oh, if I would have had plus size dancers, I would have looked thin. You know what I mean? Which low key still kind of sounds wrong, but she could have said that without mentioning Christina. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so then she said, thank you at Xtina for inspiring me. To be honest, I'm not trying to be critical of anybody. What I posted is a projection of the insecurities I deal with all the time as a result of how my parents and the media have treated me. I would never intentionally body shame anybody because I know what it feels like. I struggle with this because of how I feel about myself, not because I hate how anybody looks. I feel like my family knew I was insecure and people were trying to purposely feed into this insecurity by not letting me have a choice in the people who were on stage with me. I appreciate you all being understanding with me as I figure out this new life I'm living. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of like, there's a side of me that wants to like believe that, okay, she just kind of got her words a little bit messed up, and then also like she shouldn't even be bringing up Christina Aguilera because obviously that's going to be hurtful to her like regardless. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of like get it, but she didn't really need to say it in those ways, you know. But I know obviously like so many people are like diehard Britney stans right now, and I feel like no matter what Britney says, it's just gonna be, yeah, woo, go Britney. But I'm like, let's keep it real. That was a little bit messed up. She didn't need to say, you know, she didn't need to bring up Christina because I could definitely see how that would be hurtful towards Christina. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thoughts and opinions on it. I really am curious to like know your guys' opinions about it. Do you guys feel like she was just misunderstood here? Do you feel like she just kind of like, I don't know, got her feelings all jumbled? Like, let me know because I really am curious about that. So make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.